Hi, everyone. So, I just wanted to share a word with you to encourage anyone that has been praying for either themselves or a loved one for quite some time. Do not become weary or faint in prayer. And a scripture that came to mind while I was thinking all this is Hezekiah, is about the story of Hezekiah. It's in 2 Kings chapter 20, verses 1 through 7. So now Hezekiah was the king of Judah, and in those days it says that he was sick unto his death. And Isaiah the prophet was sent to him to let him know that you have to set your house in order because soon you will die and not live. And immediately after hearing that, Hezekiah, although being king, he of course had human emotions, and he turned himself to the wall, and the scripture says that he prayed unto the Lord. And he says, Lord, remember how I've walked perfect before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which was good in thy sight. So just like any person would, we, in our darkest and deepest moments, we kneel to God in prayer, and we just, plead with God for our lives. And so that's exactly what Hezekiah did. And it came to pass after Isaiah spoke to Hezekiah that as he was walking away in the middle of the court, the word of the Lord comes to him almost immediately. And he turned and said, turn around to Hezekiah and give him a word from me, and say to him, the God of David thy father has heard your prayer, and he's seen your tears. So Hezekiah was in tears. And it says, behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up to the house of the Lord thy God. The Lord said that he will add 15 years to his life. And Isaiah, in verse 7, it says, Isaiah said to Hezekiah, take lumps of figs. And they took it and laid it on the boil, and he recovered. So I want to encourage you, each and every one of you, to do not be weary in praying for your healing and praying for your health. On a personal level, my husband has been going through a situation where he has been struggling with type 2 diabetes. And, it's been difficult having to manage that illness. And I just surrendered it all to God, and I know he has as well. And in doing so, I want to say in the last month or so, I've seen a drastic difference in his outcome. His strength seems to be returning, and I can see the hand of God moving and the hand of God working. And there are times and moments when we cannot see the outcome of our prayers, or at least not the outcome that we expect it to be or what we expect it to look like. And although we don't see it the way we expect it to look like, never doubt that God is still working. Allow your faith to overcome your doubt. And in doing so, you'll see the hand of God move. So I have drastically seen a change in my husband. And I know that if you are praying for someone or something at this moment, just remember that God is not a God that does not hear. God is not on a journey somewhere, or he is not a distant father who is not in tune with the thoughts and the prayers of his people. He is very much a present God. He is Emmanuel. He is God with us. So in being Emmanuel and God with us, our Father is ever present, and he hears and he knows what our needs are. So just as he had compassion on Hezekiah, he will have compassion on you as well. I can also recall specifically praying for so many other family members. And there have been some that, you pray for and the outcome is not as expected or what we would want it to be. But trust and believe that God knows the beginning and the end. And in this moment in time, we may not know all the answers, but there will come a day when we can't see God face to face, and we can know for sure exactly what his will for our lives was, not only for us, but for other family members that we've prayed for and we've consistently, brought to the throne of mercies for. So have faith, be encouraged that your healing will soon come. And simply go to God and ask him, Lord, what is it that I should do in order to be healed? Ask for forgiveness of sins. Because many times when Jesus was on this earth and he healed the people, he says, thy sins be forgiven thee. So in doing so, you're asking God not only for physical healing, but for spiritual healing as well, which is so far more important. Because what benefit is it to have your physical health but be in a spiritual disease state? So again, trust and believe that God is able and he will heal you.